All right, go ahead.
Knowing that after several trips to VA, and I would be up there in the early 70s, and my cousin Leonard Avery would be there too. He did 2 tours of Vietnam and came back, and PTSD really dealt him a blow because his best friend, then you could have what they call the buddy plan. You took your buddy over there, y'all signed up, you served together, and came back. And his buddy got killed the second tour over there, and Leonard never adjusted to that. And so by the time I got up to VA in the early 70s, Leonard was up there, and I would see him up there sometime. What's happening, cuz? And they would set you out in the lobby all day long. The VA had no particular program or concern for Vietnam veterans, and they would set you and allow you to sit out in the lobby all day long. Like I said, if you went with an injury, or broke an arm that was blown off or something like that, then okay, well you're an injured vet, so they look after you. But as far as the emotional and mental uh, trauma of Vietnam, they didn't care. And so you go out there and you say, I need help. And of course, you didn't know what it was. And they would say, what do you need help with? And you say, I don't know. I need to see somebody. And they say, about what? I don't know. And they say, well, go home and get an appointment and come back tomorrow. Or come back whenever they tell you. And you go back and they set you out there on those hard chairs, card table chairs, and you sit there all day long from 9 in the morning to 4:30, and then they come out, point the finger in your face, and say, "What do you want? I need help." And so the cycle would repeat. And Leonard would start screaming. Sometimes he said, "Y'all gonna help me? Y'all gonna help me, man?" And I would say, "Leonard, they not gonna help you. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. They love a soldier. They hate a vet. We are vets now. They don't give a shit about us." I said, find something else to do. And got to the point I would plead, let me find something else to do. I'm gonna find something to do because they ain't gonna help us. And he kept saying, they gonna help me, they gonna help me. And they didn't. And again, 10, 11 years later, Leonard blew up, lost it, shot up IBM. He did 2 tours of duty, bottom line, in Vietnam. And he did 35 years in Central Prison. And they rolled his body out in March of 2018. Thank you for your service. When I came back from Vietnam, as I said, they started sending me to mental health right away. And they knew I was angry easily, and I had 1 or 2 run-ins with superior officers. So what they do, just send you to mental health. And mental health would pump you with pills. And so I had pills for about everything. And they were so bad that here I am, 21 years old, down in Fort Hood, Texas, which is one of the larger military installations in the country. And I would come out of it about 2 or 3 o'clock, and I'd be on the other end of the compound trying to figure out how the hell did I get over here? And not only that, now I got to figure out how to get back over across to A Company, which was my company unit, and I don't know how to get there. So after about 6 months, and then I went AWOL somewhere in between because I got tired of all those pills being pumped into me. And the guy asked me at one of the psychiatry sessions, he said, were you afraid you were going to die in Vietnam, get killed in Vietnam? I said, no, not really. I said, my biggest fear was I was going to have to live with Vietnam. And I was going to come back alive and live with Vietnam. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. And so, but by the time I got back and I was having a discussion with Leonard up there at the VA, I said to myself, you got to go to school. And you don't have to go to school to get a degree. You got to go to school to keep your mind moving. You cannot sit down and think, because you sit down and start thinking and dwelling on what you just saw, what you just been through, how you've been treated, how they don't give a shit, you're gonna blow up. It's gonna get you. So I went to A&T and I started, the minute I hit A&T, I started writing for the paper. I would keep busy. I was not your typical freshman. I was always doing something to keep my mind moving. And people didn't understand that. They thought, well, you hit A&T with a bang because you're that type of person. No, I was doing it for survival. And I helped create the Parkway program. I became president of the Veterans Association, oddly enough. I became president of the Council of Presidents. I became president of the Student Government Association. And then I graduated from A&T, went right into a family situation. So that kept me busy. If you got 2 kids, you're gonna stay busy. And so that helped me to move forward. And by the end of the 80s, my marriage fell apart. No longer had the family and the kids. And I had to find another mechanism to move forward, to keep my mind busy. And that was when I developed the America's Child, well, not America's Child, but the Relay program, Research, Education, Literacy Association.
Cut.